Today we're going to look at the Nitecore ea4w Pioneer. Let's go ahead and look at this. This is my first flashlight that I've purchased from Nitecore, and I like it a lot. It works well. It's a little difficult to use. I can say that if you are looking at getting one of these, I highly recommend studying over and over and over again the instruction manual. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at it. I happened to find this light on eBay one night. Typically these sell for around $65, $70 or even more. But I found this for sale for about $30 on eBay. I thought there might be something wrong with it, but I went ahead and took a shot at it. Got it in. I've had nothing but luck out of this little light. It works well, very bright. The Nitecore brand is definitely held up to its name. Everyone talks these lights up so much, and I've always been curious, so I went ahead and ordered one. This is certainly not one of their more expensive models, more of their higher end, but it is a very nice flashlight, very well made. As John Hammond would say in Jurassic Park, they spared no expense. So yeah, it's a good light. Let's go ahead and talk about it. It runs on 4 AA batteries. This little end cap right here comes off. I don't know if I can do that one-handed, but I'll show you here in just a second. It runs on 4 AA batteries, alkalines, or nickel metal hydrides, whatever. I think they say no rechargeable lithium ions is what I read, something like that. And you obviously don't want to use your low drain carbon zinc batteries because this thing will eat those up. But to give you guys an idea, I am using the bottom line AA batteries right now. I'm using the cheapest thing you can buy. I don't even know what brand they are. It's like $1 for a 4-pack. And I noticed I've been running them for about a month now. They seem to be doing just fine, and that makes me feel good. You might be able to get a little bit better brightness or something with some more higher end batteries, but I wanted to see what the lowest end battery would do that's still an alkaline, and these seem to be doing great. This particular light has a Cree XML U2 LED. It uses a 2-phase button. You got like a momentary press, and then you got your all the way on press. You just click it on. Okay. The button does flash blue every 3 seconds. This has definitely been the flashlight for me that I put beside the bed now. I definitely like this. I can find this light very easily. So this is the one that, since I've got this in, I've retired the Ultra Fire, and this has gone in there for now. So I highly like it. I like that it flashes. The way I set it up is for it to come on turbo as soon as I hit the button. But for this video, I set it into daily mode, so it's set up a little bit differently just for the sake of the video. Let's go ahead and talk about your modes. You have 5 modes with 3 other modes that are kind of hidden. You've got lower, low, mid, high, and turbo. Okay. On low, you're pushing out on lower, you're pushing out about 65 lumens. 65 lumens, and that will run for 22 hours. Now this light does stand on its base and does point up at the ceiling. It makes for an excellent candle light, and 22 hours worth of run time on some simple AA batteries is not bad. So this is a pretty good light for an emergency situation, as well as search and rescue. I believe a lot of people say this is a great light for search and rescue because it is so small, but it does have a pretty amazing throw on it. So that's low. I'm going to turn the lights off and we'll go all through these again. I apologize in advance if this video is going to be a little bit long. So your next mode is low. Alright, we just left from lower. This is low. That's 135 lumens, and it will run for 11 hours. Up from that, you have mid. That will run, pardon me, getting a little tongue-tied. That's 300 lumens. It'll run for 4.5 hours. On and up from there, we have high. That's 550 lumens, and it will run for 2 hours. And then on up from there, we have turbo. That's 860 lumens, and it will run for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Okay. The other 3 modes are strobe, SOS, and beacon, and I will show you those in the dark, hopefully, and we will talk about those, and I'll show you those a little bit. Like I said, there is 2 mode settings. There's daily mode and search mode. Both of them have a memory. It all depends on how you want to set it up. Like I said, I highly recommend reading the manual if you do have one of these lights, or if you plan on buying one. Highly recommend reading it. This can be a confusing light if you have no idea what you're doing. So, let's go ahead and turn the lights off, and I'll show you what this thing can do. Okay, this is on low, I believe. No, here we go. Here we have low. This is a little diffuser that I made for this light, just to kind of give you an idea how much light this thing actually puts off. So here you have low. If I can find the flashy button. Here you have low, or lower. Here you have low. Here you have mid, or here you have high. And let's go ahead and put it on turbo. I'm just going to back up, kind of show you just how much that little flashlight actually puts out. Quite a bit of light here. There's a lot of light. So let's go ahead and put it back on low. I'm going to take the diffuser off. Okay. That wall's about 10 foot away. Okay. You got lower, low, mid, high, and then turbo. Well, I messed up. There's turbo. Okay. In turbo mode, the push button here will start blinking very rapidly, letting you know you're in the highest mode setting, which is turbo. After about 3 minutes, it's going to cut itself down to high in order to save power and to also keep it from overheating. So you got about 3 minutes once that button starts blinking, and that's on turbo. So let's go ahead and go back down to low. Okay, let's step out in the hallway. Alrighty. There's low, lower. Sorry, it's a very confusing name for a mode. Lower, like it shouldn't, I don't know, it's just confusing to me. Here you have lower. Here you have low, mid, high, and turbo. As you can see, very bright. I'm going to pause this video right now. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can access the SOS and the beacon and the strobe setting. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, here you have strobe. Let's see if I can do this right. There's SOS. And a really neat setting. This is called beacon. I've read somewhere this can be seen from like 20 miles away. Pretty impressive. This is just meant to conserve battery power and also get you noticed very quickly. You may not think it looks too bright. Let me show you something real quick. Alright, that's about 1 foot away. And it's, I believe it's in high setting, or no, it's in turbo. This is extremely bright. It's equivalent to a camera flash, but maybe a little bit brighter than a camera flash. Let's go ahead and go back to high. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go back to the desk, tell you a little bit more about it, try and wrap this video up before I talk about it forever. Let's go ahead and go back to the desk. Okay, not sure if I mentioned, this light has a throw of about 283 meters, according to my box here. which is extremely impressive for how small this light is. Not bad. It's got a little bit of spill, but it's more of a concentrated spot. 283 meter throw. It's got some pretty decent battery life, especially considering I'm using the cheapest batteries known to man. Let me pause it again. I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of how this thing's set up on the inside, and we'll take a look at that real quick. Okay. Got some really nice threads on here. You also have a rubber rubber O-ring here, as well as on the head of the light. And that should, they say this is submersible and waterproof. Can't really remember to what depth, but it is waterproof. I'm not ever going to put it in water. I'll use it in the rain, but I don't ever plan on putting this in water. But here you have your setup. I'm using, let's see here, Sunbeam batteries, which are the cheapest batteries known to man. But they seem to power this light just fine. I haven't had any issues out of them. I might go ahead and move up to some nickel metal hydride just to see what it'll do, see if I notice any more improvement in battery life, and we'll just see what happens there. That's pretty much it. Really nice threads on there. Before I end this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of what comes in the package. I can't believe I got this for $30. I did pretty well, I think. But here's the Nitecore box for the ea4w. Inside you've got your user manual, your instruction manual, all that. I highly recommend reading all this because it's very difficult to operate this thing if you have no idea what anything is. You'll wind up accessing a mode or locking yourself out. So just really read this. You also have a spare O-ring, a nice neoprene lanyard, and warranty information. Fill this out, send it in, and a nice holster. So that's everything that comes with it. Also, they sell diffusers for them. I actually made this one because I saw no need in buying one. But this works very well. You wouldn't believe what this little light puts off with something like this on it. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, can I get it back on there? It's a little difficult. We'll just hold it with our finger. Wrap this video up. Anyway, this has been my review of the Nitecore ea4w Pioneer. If you got any questions or comments, just let me know. Thanks for watching.